Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's another Wednesday, but I don't know if I can say like it's the most wonderful Wednesday. The red moon is here in all her glory. And yeah, so I have this water pack, hot water pack, to basically like soothe the pain that comes with her, and it's honestly excruciating. It's about 3:45 a.m. right now, and yeah, this is the time that I actually have to do this. If not, I won't be able to get to you guys and tell you guys what I have been working on. So this week I really wanted to talk about give you a little story time, but talk about mindful eating, right? Because it is something that has really helped me with my relationship with food. If you know me really well, I'm sure my best friend can attest to this. Hi Letty. I've always struggled with how, as a woman, every woman goes, up and down in weight for the most part, right? Maybe not every, but most women go up and down in weight all the time. And I've been looking for the healthiest and best way, the most sustainable way really, to eat healthy and feel good in the skin that I'm in, like feel light and flexible and happy and fit. So for me, the most important thing has always been my diet. If I can control my diet, for the most part, the exercise, the yoga and everything else, it's much easier to handle. I'm more motivated and happy to do it, happy to indulge in exercise, and it doesn't become like a terrible chore. It actually becomes quite enjoyable. So what I've done in the past is I've exercised a lot, and I've gone into moments where I've dieted, all kinds of diets really. I've gone from vegetarian to pescatarian to vegan, back to carnivorous diet, I guess. So in all this, there's always been a pattern of purging, binging, purging, getting back to my regular swing of things, purging, etc. And my best friend has always said that is something that's unsustainable, and I agree. So I realized that it's just about building healthy habits, healthy, sustainable habits. And very, very recently, I have decided to explore mindful eating, right? Which, especially when it comes to the foods that I consider my treats, right? Like, I love ice cream. I mean, we all love a good steak and all that. But I've been successful at staying away from meat as much as I can. Sometimes when I go out, and perhaps that's the only thing that I have available to me. I mean, if you're an African man or woman, whatever, you understand that a lot of our gatherings involves a lot of meat and a lot of carb diets. So sometimes when I go out, not to be rude, or sometimes if that's the only thing that's around me, I would have some meat, right? But for the most part, I do not buy meat. I do not consume these things on my own in my house. I try my best to stay away from them, but sometimes, yes, when I go out, I do indulge. So ideally, I would like to be vegan, because that's the one diet that really, really makes my body feel whole, feel good. But once in a while, I think about my treats. I love fish. That's something that's been very hard for me to like completely stay away from. So what does that mean for me? Is developing a more sustainable and healthy relationship. Sorry, my back. Ooh. Oh God. Sorry guys. Being a woman. But we keep tripping. So it's developing a sustainable and more sustainable and healthy relationship with food, changing my habits. And so I stumbled across mindful eating a few years back, tried it once, it was great, it works, and I decided, you know what, let me revisit it again. And so I revisited it, and I would like to share this experience with you guys, kind of show you guys what it means to eat mindfully. On a day-to-day, we eat mindlessly, yes. So you buy a pizza or you get a salad, and you know, we're always on the go, so you get your salad, and at the most, if you remember to chew, then thank God. You know, to slow down on your chewing, then that's great. But for the most part, we're just like, you know, get our food, our vegetable, our gari, our okra soup, our fish, whatever it is, poisson braisé. And it tastes good, it feels good. You take a whiff and you just munch until you're done. So you munch one fish and you don't chew it well. You're basically like literally swallowing and licking up the flavors, and before you know it, like you want another because it's so back to back to back. And that's not sustainable if you want to be, you know, be on a healthy BMI and be light enough to like tackle on your day-to-day tasks and just feel good about yourself. So in order to get to that headspace where you know that you are at a healthy BMI, you feel good about yourself and all that stuff, you need to develop a healthy relationship with food. So mindful eating is having an experience with the food that you consume. Okay, it is an experience. It is not, you know, just you munching along. If you have ever been in a time of your life where you have really experienced lack of food, where there's literally little to no food left, you really understand what mindful eating is. Because if you've gone to boarding school before, the small gari and sugar or cereal that you have left, you treasure it. You take small, you literally put your water in it. You know, you can smell, if you're into milk, you can smell the milk. If you're into like granola, you can smell the granola you put inside. You can almost taste the sugar. You watch the gari rise as you put water in it, and you watch it rise to its highest potential. You take the spoon, and before you dig one bay, before you have one scoop, everything is done with reverence. You smell it, you put it in your mouth, you hold it in your mouth. You savor the water and the sugar and the granite, the saltiness and sweetness and the sourness of your Ijebu gari, if you have the good gari. And you know, you just give it a moment before you swallow. You swallow a little bit of the water, and then you chew. You chew, you suck on the little grains, and slowly and slowly and slowly you've swallowed all the water in. You've sucked out as much juice as you can. You roll the grains through your tongue and your mouth, and you swallow. That was one big. That was one scoop. That was one spoon, 1 teaspoon of cereal or gari sugar granite. And by the time you finish your small cup, you might even get to half, and you would already feel a great sense of satisfaction because you took reverence, because you paid attention, because you were mindful, because you had an experience with your food. That's what it means. And so I'm going to show you with this piece of pineapple. I've really indulging in pineapples and mangoes this summer. For lunch yesterday, I literally had one huge fat mango, and I took an hour. Well, I was also like, you know, doing other things which I shouldn't be doing, but I took literally an hour to eat my huge fat juicy mango at work, just slurping on it. And I was shocked. I was like, exactly 45 minutes you're on here licking, sucking this mango and enjoying it. But yes, I've been waiting for like the summer to have like the good stuff. So pineapple, and let's go through the actual exercise of eating mindfully. So in mindful eating, you're indulging all 5 senses, right? You look at it, it's a nice yellow, juicy pineapple. You feel the wetness of it. Immediately I opened the can, I got a whiff of it, an actual real smell of it. You might think this is a little too dramatic. You don't have to be as dramatic, or if you think this is too dramatic, but this is it. You feel the texture of it. God, I just want to lick my finger right now. And sometimes you can even hear it. I'm not one of those who likes to put my food to my ear, but I put it close to me and I can feel, and if anything I can almost hear it. Now, I just had a temptation of tasting right away. But yeah, naturally, now you can taste. Let it sit in your mouth. No. I suck on it. Chew on it. And chew slowly. God damn, that was a good slice. That was a good slice. And that's how you mindfully eat a slice of pineapple. And to be frank, I think you should try to do this at least 3 times a week. Or also consider doing this with your treats. So during the week you want to eat clean as possible. For me, I don't have a choice. I absolutely have to eat clean if I want to feel good within my body. I cannot afford to put anything in my body that would throw off my chakra, anything in my body that would throw off my zen, that would throw off anything within me that will cause any abdominal pain. You know, if you have fibroids, you know, if you have fibroids, if you have cysts, or if you're just a woman of a particular age, like, eat clean, eat well, so you're agile and you know, you feel good about your energy levels. And so I eat clean throughout the week, and as much as I can. And for my treats, whenever I want to have my treats, I eat very mindfully. I have a whole experience. But you know, when I'm at work or when I'm at, you know, home and I have to like get on to other things, my mindfulness is there, but I'm not as focused as I would be like now, for example, as I would want to have the full experience. But then I'm mindful of my chewing, I'm mindful of my smells, of the flavors and all that while I eat, even though I'm not so mindful as when I'm like eating my treats. There I want to be I want to have a full experience, fully present and fully engaged with whatever I'm eating, slowly, gently, carefully. And yeah, so you try it and you drop a comment and let me know how you feel about your mindful eating experience. And until next week, I have been your host, La Chichi Mambo, for Pop, Salt and Pow 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 Culture. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. And I have a wonderful treat coming for you guys. I'm working really hard on a workshop that I think will be very transformative, especially for you girls out there who have fibroids, who have cysts, who are trying, who have even like, you know, PMS, fibrocystic breast during your PMS and all that. I'm working on something. I've been thinking about it for a while. It's a sum of all my experiences and how I've been able to battle certain body issues, certain health issues, and I'm just really excited to share it with you very soon. But anyways, subscribe so that when that happens, you'd be the first to know. Okay? I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Ciao.